Welcome back, collectors. This is video 6 in my series to put together a whole 4th edition set, all from sealed product. In this video, we should see the 50% milestone get completed. I'm looking forward to it. And as always, I'm going to try to draft from today's open cards. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we are. We're doing it. This is a random pack that I purchased. This was from the 2-pack a couple weeks ago, and we're going to set that aside. We're grabbing 2 from the booster box, and let's see what we get. All right, we will start here. And each week, I'm trying to do a mock booster draft with these. I think last time was my most entertaining one, so I hope to replicate that. I'm going to take these 3 packs from this video and the 3 packs from the next video, and I'm going to try to build a deck. Look at that. We already got a mark on that one. That's interesting. Just natural, though. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and the rare on the bottom. All right, let's see what this draft scenario would look like. All right, Energy Tap, Dirkwood Boars, Merc Dwellers, Alabaster. We're getting a good spread of colors here so far. And there's the red. Mons Goblin, Zephyr Falcon. Okay. The Vigilance, not bad. And Stream of Life. All right. Pestilence. Now, I'm keeping track of what is open in each, and we're starting to see lots of Pestilence. That'll be interesting to see how that mixes in. Circle Protection Blue. Fireball. Wow, that one's pretty even there so far. All right, last common. And Grizzly Bears. Okay, just a little of everything. Here we go. Uncommon number 1. Rajan Spirit. Interesting. Okay. Card number 2. Cursed Rack. There we go. Target opponent discards down to 4 cards during his or her discard phase. Okay. And Control Magic. All right, I'm liking blue so far. We'll see what else we get here. All right. Rare number 1. Millstone. There we go. Convert a mana cost to 2, tap it. Take the top 2 cards from target player's library and put them in that player's graveyard. Pretty cool. All right. Okay, this is the second pack from the booster box. Let's see what we get. Good little start here. Of course, next week, 3 packs will also probably, just like the last 2 videos, kind of make or break it, right? That deciding factor. Okay, here we go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and a rare on the bottom. Add into the commons pool. Here we go. Frozen Shade. Seeker. Target creature cannot be blocked except by white creatures and artifact creatures. And the Prodigal Sorcerer. There it is. Lightning Bolt. 2 weeks in a row. Look at that. All right, Lost Soul. Nothing special there. 2/1 Swamp Walk. The Benelish Hero. Giant Strength. Okay. Nafs. There we go. Fissure. Bury target land or creature. Okay. It's got some removal, direct damage. And the Yoshin Soldier. And last common. Mana Dorks. There we go. All right, moving into uncommon territory. Hoping for a blue. Let's see. Iron Star. Swing and a miss. Gain 1 life for each red spell cast. Sokovian Leviathan. I think we've hit that one before. 3/3 Island Walk. And the Conservator. Woof. Okay. As far as the drafting is going, that's a pretty weak turnout on the uncommons. Okay. Second rare is Hurkyl's Recall. God. There you go. Not very helpful for this, but very fun. Niche artifact bounce, I guess you could say. All artifacts in play owned by target player are returned to that player's hand. Okay. Now, here we are. splashing in the rando from outside the box pool. We have been seeing a positive effect with that so far. Let's take a look at what we got in here. Now, if you're interested to see how far we've come on the completion of the entire set, I will be doing a recap after I sleeve these up and put them into the binder, where I'll cover everything from value to the quantities received and how far we have yet to go. And here we go for the first one. Dirkwood Boars. Zephyr Falcon. Stream of Life. Okay. Pack 1 and 3, huh? Grizzly Bears. Okay. There we go. The Apprentice Wizard. Creature Bond. All right. If target creature is put into the graveyard, Creature Bond deals damage equal to that creature's toughness to that creature's controller. All right. The Battering Ram. 1/1 banding. All right. Tranquility. We're making a strong green presence here. A Paralyze. Target creature does not untap during its controller's untap phase. That player may pay an additional 4 mana during their upkeep to untap it. Tap target creature when Paralyze comes into play. Ironroot Treefolk. This is definitely heavy green. Check that out. And last one, Terror. Oh, some great removal on this too. All right, we're looking. Last deck, we went black-red. I mean, again, we still have 3 whole packs to add to this, but green feels pretty strong. Maybe green-red, green-black. We'll see. Green-blue. That would be interesting. Okay, here we go. And uncommon number 1 is Life Tap. Gain 1 life each time a forest controlled by target opponent becomes tapped. The Ornithopter. Classic. Flying 0/2 for 0. And Animate Artifact. Yeah, we're making a strong blue presence here. Target artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its casting cost. Target retains all its original abilities. Animate Artifact does not affect artifact creatures. Not seeing well, I guess maybe the Cursed Rack turned into a 4/4. Could be. Okay, this is it. This is the outside of the box pool. Last rare for this video. Let's see what we get, shall we? Mahamoti would be great with the blue theme going on. Oh, the Mana Vault. Oh, from outside the box, too. Oh, awesome. So crisp. So new. Look at that. That is some fun stuff right there. 1 artifact. Mana Vault does not untap during your untap phase. If it remains tapped during your upkeep, Mana Vault deals you 1 damage. Pay 4, untap Mana Vault. Use this ability only during your upkeep. Tap and add 3 colorless to your mana pool. Play these additions as interrupts. Gotta love that. Oh, man, that is awesome. That's the number 1 card as far as value is concerned in the set, and we've got it. So this week we will most definitely see. Well, I don't know what most definitely. It's a good chance. We've had some of these, but we're definitely going to go up. I'm betting we'll beat that 50% mark on total cards collected in the set. We're definitely making a jump in value, though, thanks to that Mana Vault. That is, that's awesome. All right, I'm going to sleeve these up and throw them in the binder, and we'll be back for a card recap. Stay tuned. Impressive, isn't it? Well, maybe not so much. Soon it will be. Talked about it last week. Mana Vault, one of my faves. I'm definitely an artifact guy, always have been. And I'm looking forward to seeing this page, these 2 pages filled out, especially for these 2. I play Fish, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Mana Vault, my commander is Urza, so I'm definitely, I have a Mana Vault already in mind, but definitely one of the ones I'm looking forward to. But all right, that does it for this week. We're going to hit the recap. Stay tuned. And welcome to the recap. where this week we had a wonderful hit, but a miss also. Let's take a look. So looking at the visualizer here, we can see that we now have the Mana Vault, the top card in the set. Gorgeous. And overall, of the top 10, we've seen Mana Vault, Winds of Change, Armageddon, and Enemy Dead, depending on how you want to change your pricing around on what order these guys fall in. But that's the hits. This week, however, our miss came in the form of just shy of getting to that 50%. I could have sworn we were going to hit it, but anyways, last week we had 171 cards total collected. This week we increased 14 for a grand total of 185. That was 45%. We only gained 4. We're up to 49%. So next week we'll get it for sure. And in the value department here, we started the week with $73.33. With those wonderful pulls, we increased $55.90 to a grand total of $129.23. Last week we had 21%. This week we increased it by 15 for a grand total of 36% complete according to the value. Commons started at 85 and went up 4% for a total of 89. Uncommons 32% and went up 5% for now 37. And the rares, again, staying consistent here, adding 3% for a total of 15%, which comes up to a grand total here of 45% last week, adding 4% overall, leaving us at the 49% to match the numbers up top there. Looking at the booster packs, we've now opened 15, which is a total of 225 cards opened. And this week we added 14. We have now added 133 to the set out of the booster packs for a yield of 59.1%. Looking at our costs, boosters are now at 15%. We had the 2 randoms split by 2, so those were $49.67 each from 2 weeks ago. This is the second in that purchase. And the booster box packs come in at $45.62 for a grand total of $140.91, and you can see that's the same as what we had over here, bringing our grand total spend to $690.11 on boosters alone. Now, I did notice that the cost of the 4th edition packs have gone up to $49. Go down here, $42 if you want to pay for shipping there, add it in, however you want to look at it. The costs have gone up a little bit, so I increased them here, but we're still relatively close. But the prices haven't fluctuated too much. We're still sitting at basically $700 and $700 if you were to go out and buy these packs right from TCG Player right now. But looking at this, you know, I highly doubt that that's my influence that's causing that. It's probably more just the market. But, I mean, it could be your influence if you're following along and doing the same thing. But anyways. And looking at the spillover set, we started the week with 58 cards collected. We added 19 this week for a total of 77. That's 15% total, up 5% to 20% complete on quantity. The value of the cards went from $14.92 up $5.27 to a collected value of $20, which is starting the week at 4%, adding to, and collected value now is resting at 60%. We saw mostly commons, going from 38, adding 13 to 51%. And the uncommons, we started at 5, we added 2%, and we are now sitting at 7% total, with no rares added yet. Overall, 15% went up 5%, which is the 20, and that matches up here. Continuing on, this week I broke out the frequency into lands, common, uncommon, and rares. So again, we saw last week where the 3s rose up into the single list, but Forest 177 and Plains 186 so far has been our most frequent. I can't wait to open up another starter just to see how this is going to shake up. The commons, again, the Pit Scorpion and the Venom haven't been dethroned yet. We did see some new additions in the 3s below that. Alabaster, Dirkwood Boars, Grizzly Bears from today. We grabbed another Ironroot Treefolk as well. And looking at our uncommons, we do have one, the Alibaba down here, and that's just because it's alphabetical order at the very top of the list. And we've only had 9 cards so far. 9 uncommon cards so far have been opened up more than once. And the rares, same thing as Alibaba down here. We've had no duplicate rares yet, so this is just alphabetical order of cards. But once we start seeing some duplicates, then they'll start updating here. And I can imagine once we get further through the booster box, 75%, 100% through into the next one, then it'll start really telling a decent story here. I did go ahead and start the deck created from the 3 packs opened in this video and the 3 packs that will be opened in the next video. So right now, I'll leave a link in the description below. It just has the cards. Nothing has been selected, or rather, everything is sitting in the main deck at this point, and you can just visually see nicely what's going on there. Once we add in next week's 3 packs, then I'll actually formulate it into a deck, and you guys can browse what I've decided. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and do feel free to subscribe. If you've made it this far into the video, once again, thank you very much. You must be a data person like myself, and I really do hope that this is entertaining for you. And with that, be good. We'll see you in the next one.